Hi, it's Fitness Boyd here with another installment on my YouTube channel. The biggest question that I get asked from people who have seen my P90X results video is, what kind of diet did you use to achieve your success? In my video, I went probably from a body fat percentage of 18 to 20% down to well below 10, maybe 10, 8, 7%, somewhere around there. So I cut a lot of body fat out in just 3 months due to strict dieting and exercise. And so in order to see results from P90X or any exercise regimen, you need not only exercise, but diet. You've probably heard before, six-pack abs are made in the kitchen. And that's true. I've heard 80% diet, 20% exercise. I think it's probably closer to 50-50 because diet and exercise are the two primary ways to control what your body's doing with the chemical compounds within your body. The two ways to manipulate your body are, one, to burn calories through exercise. That's one way to get rid of calories. The other way to control what your body's doing with energy, and thus what you weigh and how much energy you're storing in the form of fat, is to control how much energy you're putting into your body by way of food. So I'd say they're about 50-50 really. Both are ways of manipulating energy, and fat is stored energy in your body. In order to get rid of fat, you need your body to tap into your fat reserves. In order to do that, you need to create what's called a calorie deficit. And I'm sorry if this is a little simpleton, but a lot of people ask me about this, so I want to just give you a brief overview. The point is, you need to eat less to lose weight. Not only that, you need to eat less to burn fat. If your body has a significant amount of energy consumed by the way of food and doesn't need to tap into its fat reserves, you're going to get all your energy from food. What you need to do to burn fat is eat less to cause your body to tap into your fat reserves. It's really that simple. So you need to calculate, what do I eat in order to tap into my fat reserves to burn more fat? Well, you need a calorie deficit from what's called your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. There are calculators online for determining your BMR. I think an average person's is about considered to be 3,000 calories, give or take. Rather than going into calculating BMR and calculating calorie deficit and going into explaining to you how many calories you need to create a deficit by in order to lose weight, what I would recommend to you, and this is what I would do, this is what I did, and especially if you're new to dieting, this is what I would do. Go to livestrong.com, www.livestrong.com, create an account there. On livestrong.com, you can track your calories that you consume in a day. That's very important to dieting. In fact, it's crucial to dieting. You can count your calories. You can also use Livestrong's built-in calculator to determine the macronutrient ratios that you're getting and all the foods that you're consuming. And I'll get into that more in a second here. But back to this calorie concept. Use livestrong.com, create an account, log in, tell it your height. For example, my height is 6'1". Tell it your weight. At the time I started P90X, my weight was 212. You also tell it your age. My age is 29. You tell it your gender. Male, obviously, I would hope. And then the final thing that you tell it is what kind of activity level do you engage in on a day-to-day basis. You have different types of activity levels. Sedentary at the lowest, which is what I do. I'm an attorney, so I'm at a sedentary level. I sit on my butt all day long. There are other people that do light work, medium, heavy work. It takes your height, your weight, your age, your sex, and your work level to determine what, through its calculator, it determines your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. Then from there, you tell Livestrong your fitness goals as far as weight loss or weight gain. You tell it, I want to maintain my current weight, and it says, okay, maintain your BMR. Or you tell it, I want to lose a pound a week, or I want to lose 1.5 pounds a week, or you tell it, I want to lose 2 pounds a week. And 2 pounds a week is by far the most recommended, safest I'm sorry, it's the threshold that you want. Let me just start over. It's recommended that a person who's attempting to achieve weight loss lose no more than 2 pounds per week. 2 pounds per week is the maximum safest weight established. I would recommend losing no more than 1 pound per week if you can afford to be more patient, because the more fat you're going to lose, also the more muscle you'll lose. So if you want to preserve muscle, and I think everybody does, you want to lose probably no more than 1 pound a week, but you can lose safely up to 2 pounds a week. So you tell it what your goals are. It calculates how many calories you need to consume to achieve those goals. And it also, like I said, will then track the calories that you consume from food. When I did P90X, because that's what everybody seems to want to know, my calories were as follows. I consumed approximately 2,150 net calories per day, 2,150 net calories per day. On days that I would exercise, I had to compensate for the fact that P90X should burn about, I think, 700 calories per hour. So I would increase my calorie consumption by about 700. Again, you type all this into Livestrong, it does all the math for you. You tell it you did P90X, you tell it you did P90X for 45 minutes, it tells you about how many calories you burnt. So I would go to Livestrong to get started and just log everything you do in a day. Log how much you exercise. You also log what foods you eat. And it has a food database on there. So you tell it, I ate a Big Mac, or I ate a baked potato at Bob Evans. You type in McDonald's Big Mac and it tells you how many grams of fat's in a Big Mac. It tells you how much protein's in a Big Mac. It tells you how many carbs are in a Big Mac. It'll also tell you how much sugar is in a food product like a Big Mac or whatever. It'll tell you how much sodium content there is, and it has some other vitamin information on foods. So I would highly recommend, in fact that's what I did, and I'm telling you, if you want to see results, you need to track your calories and you need to track your macronutrient levels. Now that's the second thing that I mentioned I would talk about, and I'm going to create a subsequent video. So the first thing you need to do, log into Livestrong and determine the calorie consumption that you need to achieve. And if you want to continue watching, I'm going to do another video now on macronutrient levels. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.